Hello. It is now halftime. The Lake guys should come away with the victory against the Timberwolves, injuries or not. Win 24 against conference against the Timberwolves. The Kobe team, they made its debut against number 24. But as I've said, we were going to await an update on Gabe Vincent and on Vanderbilt and an insider has shared an injury update on Jared Vanderbilt. His Mamba style revenge at the same place where he sustained the injury. So we're talking about Beantown. That's where he got hurt at. Vanderbilt's going to come back and win the championship at the site of his injury. Los Angeles Lakers forward Jared Vanderbilt is on track to return this season from his foot injury, according to the Athletics' Jovan Buha. I can't wait to see when he actually does come back, when the stat line's going to be. There's absolutely going to be some new numeric connection to from the time frame from his injury to his return, and obviously the nth game of the year. When I say nth game, 68th game, 69th game. That's what nth game refers to. But anyway, the Athletics' Jovan Buha, he says, the latest I've heard was he is progressing upward. It sounds like he's going to be back this season. It's just a matter of timing, Buha went on to say. Is it 2 weeks from now? Is it 4 weeks from now? There is a big difference in terms of when he returns if it's like the final week of the regular season. That's better than nothing. Bua was quick to add that coming from another lower extremity injury can be a little tricky for Vanderbilt, obviously relying on his lateral movement and his bread and butter shut down perimeter D. But is it hard to implement that big of a piece with that little time left, especially a guy who I think when he came back after missing first 20 or so games clearly didn't have his rhythm and his legs under him for a while. So another lower body injury like those can be a little tricky to come back from. We'll see in terms of like how much he can actually contribute. But everything I'd been hearing was trending in the positive direction. And he's an NBA player. These guys can easily play through injury. So I don't think it's going to surprise anyone when Vanderbilt does come back. Will we play a game against the Timberwolves? I think they play late March, early April. Let's just call it 3 weeks. Don't rush him back too quick, but obviously plenty of time to rehab. Doesn't have to travel with the team, which is great. I wonder if I remember the amount of games Vanderbilt played up until his injury. Now, what I do remember is that Jared Vanderbilt is 44, and then, 44 months later, the Lakers win the title in scripted fashion. It's going to happen at the same site to where he sustained his injury. I will drop down the video on the Lakers' entire path to the championship. Not until April, once we await the seeding, who they play, everything. Super Friday, right? April 14th is the last day of the season, regular season. That's Gematria Day, Last day of the regular season on Gematria Day. It's going to be a really big, historic postseason ride. Let's see if I remember how many games he's actually played this year. I like his 5.2 points because that's Kobe NBA Finals record. It's 4.8 rebounds. It's the NBA Finals. It's 48 in Boston. So the magical title. Jared Vanderbilt was drafted by the Orlando Magic. Everything I said last year totally connects to this year. And remember, I'm just saying we will break it all down. I will include everything when I do the conference finals video, okay? So Vanderbilt played 26 games with the Nuggets. He comes back and beats the Nuggets. Uh, Obviously, the Timberwolves, uh, that was the plan last year. We don't know if Timberwolves will slide out from the top. Although, if Timberwolves is number 3 and Lakers are number 6, that'd be dope as hell. Though you'd be coming out with a narrative that the Lakers are just too much. But then people are going to say, oh, there are no KAT, and you only beat a team like this by 2 to 5 points tonight because it's 1 point at halftime, and there's no Catman in there. Okay, Karl Anthony Towns, I call him Catman, okay? It's a flashy nickname. I like how it sounds. Catman. Tattoo Man, Tatman, K-A-T, Catman, Catman. Hi, look at this. When Vanderbilt comes back, it'd be his 56th regular season game with the Lakers. You see, this is a great time to take notes. Enjoy the glass and take some notes. I'm going to put this day of rest, the day of Sunday, to use. I'm going to absolutely prepare and take notes for the playoffs. It's going to be all ready to go on that Friday after the play-in, right? I'm going to line up the light rails. Going to be up all night for that. All night for that. Light rails keeps you up all night, so you got to get some sleep for that. It's not about views and clicks all that. It's just about getting the information out there. In case if you're wondering. Another thing to look out for is how many games he's played in total with the LA Lakers. 55 in the regular season and 15 in the playoffs. So, that's 68 games. That's the championship number. His 68th game at Beantown, where the championship will ultimately be decided in games that people here are very great at contributing because the work is interesting. And these numbers ultimately mean something at the end of the day. It's not number shizzo. It's just about finding the right connections. Okay. Just because, it's not right the first time doesn't mean that this lining up by the numbers doesn't exist. It does. It's just a matter of reaching the right interpretations and the right conclusions is what it comes down to. So my conclusion is that it's not 32 months later, Magic Johnson number 32. It's 44 months later. You have to look at the Camacho champions and chosen one and bubble. And ultimately, it all comes down to Kobe's 24 and his number 8. It all has to do with Goki LeBron winning another title in front of fans. But yeah, the two most major videos that are going to be released basically is just the rundown of Gabe Vincent and Jared Vanderbilt's return from injuries. I mean, I wonder what the numbers add up to. Vanderbilt and Vincent. It's got to mean something. What do their numbers add up? Well, Vincent's number 5 and Vanderbilt's number 2. I wonder which guy returns first. Is it 2 and 5 or is it 5 and 2? I think like Kobe's record in the NBA is number 7. Okay, they numbers kind of like the scoring king, 2-7, like that. What I do like about 7 and 2, 72 is the fact that Goki LeBron James' 72nd playoff win with the Cavaliers came for his last championship in front of the fans. Yeah, his 131st win in the playoffs came to win the championship for the comeback Cavs. And 41 wins later, he's an NBA champion. And now he's sitting at 41 playoff wins. So next title incoming, go LeBron James. To me, it means very little that the Lakers are only winning and beating the Timberwolves by 1 point without Karl Anthony Towns. It's not because they're without Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent. It's because the competition is very real. These teams that the Lakers are up against in the Western Conference don't suck. This is real competition. Just like they say, any given Sunday, they're all equal in talent in the NFL. It's like I approach that mindset in the Western Conference in the NBA. It's anyone's night and any given night when you play in the Western Conference. So if the Lakers are not gonna, you cannot win 60 games in this conference. Injuries happen, and the GOAT, King LeBron James and company obviously had a little slow stretches, but they're playing their best ball right now. They're playing their best ball right now. They did so in the second half last year. They did so during the playoffs. They're doing so again. I'm ready for this. But yeah, as for the Lakers Kings game is going to be something else. If the Lakers win the game, then they're really putting the pressure on the number 6 seed. If the Lakers were to lose against the Kings, then that's a narrative setting up for the play-in. If they were to lose the last 2 games against the Kings, then everyone was selling the Kings because of how great they did close to the number 1 seed last year. And the Kings, obviously, taking it to 7 games against the defending champion Golden State Warriors. So if the Kings beat the Lakers on Wednesday, then we got a Lakers-Kings narrative in the play-in. They can't beat the Kings. They can't beat the Kings. And then the Lakers can beat the Kings. So I'm looking out for that. I know we beat Sacramento already this year. I know they won the last. They win on Wednesday. That'd be the Kings winning their last 2. But I know we beat the Kings already. It don't matter. But if they were to have the Lakers lose against the Kings, then they're setting up a play-in narrative with Sacramento. That's just all I have to say as far as Wednesday goes. That if the Lakers lose against the Kings, they're facing off against the Kings again in the play-in. I don't know how long Devin Booker is out for, but you imagine if Devin Booker comes back to lose, the Phoenix Suns are going to go on a run before the playoffs start. And the Sacramento Kings, they already own a tiebreaker over the Lakers. I don't know what happens to the tiebreaker if the Kings win. Isn't it something like what's the season series for the Lakers and the Kings? I know we beat the Kings. I know we beat the Sacramento Kings. God damn it. They already won 3 times already. I could give 2 fuck. It's recency bias. So I got to go with the Kings on Wednesday because of recency bias. Where if the Lakers win, they'd be like, "Oh, Lakers ready to beat the Kings." But the Kings win all 4 games in the regular season, then you have something going on as far as the play-in goes. Then we'll have to wait until the 5th game to beat the Kings are nobody's. Yeah, Lakers only beat them in preseason. October 11 was preseason. Fuck this shit, man. You really think Goki LeBron is losing to Mike Brown? He ain't losing to Mike Brown. Mike Brown has a great deal of respect for Goki LeBron James. I know the necessary rotations to favor the Lakers. The refusal to call a timeout. He won't call a timeout right away when he needs to. That kind of thing is what's gonna help the Lakers. As far as Mike Brown goes, as far as being a great, he's got a great fraternal relationship with Goat LeBron James. Teenager, he was his coach. A young kid in the Buck and NBA, and Mike Brown is here. Helping Goat LeBron transition. They made the NBA Finals. So this kind of relationship cannot be underestimated. And there's just no chance the Lakers are going to lose to the Sacramento Kings. Mike Brown will see Goat LeBron defeat the Sacramento Kings if it comes down to it in the play-in. Hey, man, that Cabernet is fire. I'm ready for the playoffs. God damn it. I have no doubts. I have no doubts. Starting off the 3rd quarter well. Here we go, guys. Here we go. We will be a 7th, 8th seed. We're going to be the lowest seeded team ever to win a championship. The Houston Rockets were number 6. I think it 93, 94. I think it was 93, 94. The Houston Rockets. They were number 6 seed when they won. In between Michael Jordan's 2 3-peats. The Lakers are going to be the lowest seeded team ever to win a championship. Vanderbilt is born at Houston, by the way. I've got nothing on March Madness, though. I do not think the Wildcats will win this year, even though they've beaten Kansas and Alabama and Duke and some other team too. I think the Wildcats and the loser Phoenix Suns will win the title in the same year. I'm willing to wager. Lowest seeded team ever to win. This wave cannot be in the play-in. Lowest seeded team ever to win the LA Captain. I want to be the lowest seeded team ever to win a championship. I want. But will it? Yes. 18 wins. 18 wins. 18. 18. 18 wins. In the postseason. 2, 1, 6. 2016. 2, play it. 16 playoffs. That's 2016. His last title in front of the fans. His name is Goki Mapuche. No, we are under 3 months away from the NBA Finals. Yeah, excited. Yeah. What the hell does it have to take to convince people that this team is going to whip the ass of the league? People have fallen off the cliff, man. They've really fallen off the cliff. What the hell is going on? I am bewildered. I'm perplexed. But Las Vegas won last year. They knew what they doing. I think what they did last year worked. Where's the hands, everyone? Right when I said, where is everyone? Then 5 people came in. Come on. They didn't break your soul last year. Yes, I was a little down and depressed for a month. It was only a month. It was 2 or 3 weeks. You have to sit through that garbage last year. It made it worse when you realize what a trash-ass matchup it is. But it came down to international viewership last year. You know, when we saw that garbage in, October, I'm a D-backs fan, but that was garbage in October, and the fans didn't watch. When we saw that garbage in June, we saw that garbage in October, you're going to see your big guns. Pick one of the two. The Dodgers or the Yankees, one of the two make the World Series, but it's bad for business. Both of them are playing the World Series the very first year of Ohtani. So one of the two is going to make it. The Yankees or the Dodgers? Well, Las Vegas knows that everybody's betting on the Dodgers, especially those people that live close to Nevada and California. Again, as I've correctly predicted with the 49ers failing to win the Super Bowl, that's exactly what's going to happen. People are going to drive over from California and they're going to bet the Dodgers. So the Yankees are the team that's going to win. I imagine Atlantic City's going to be okay because the Phillies and the Yankees and the Mets haven't won a World Series since they started doing business in New Jersey. So they'll be okay. The Yankees have gone enough years without a title. That's not going to hurt Atlantic City's bottom line. It'll be a net profit. They've accumulated their windfall, their money to not have it come to that much of a detriment. But with the NBA, the trash ass matchup, I mean, my point is that NBA can do a lot better. Celtics Lakers will always sell internationally. You'll have people coming in internationally to watch the Lakers and the Celtics, especially when it's GOAT LeBron James. Has it been this long of a wait to not see GOAT LeBron James? This is more a reason for people to watch. Yes, this GOAT LeBron James lost the NBA Finals. This is more of a reason to tune into GOAT LeBron James. Watching it because the sheep out there, they think he's done after this year. Oh, is this it? I didn't call it the last dance. I call it the last stand with the Lakers. This ain't a last dance. This is a last stand. The last stand for the button. Go, the button. Loser. And you Nick Nog and much him down. We're going to go to war. Look at y'all sheep out there. Oh, Lakers suck. You haven't seen us play this year. I've seen the Lakers play. Look who I've seen the Lakers beat. We beat the Bucks. We beat the Celtics. We beat the Knicks. We beat all your trash-ass team. We beat the Cavs, all you trash-ass team in the Eastern Conference. We beat the loser Phoenix Suns. We defeat the Dallas Mavericks. We defeat the LA Clippers. Tonight, add the Timberwolves to that list. We beat the Thunder. We beat all your trash-ass team. Your teams are not trash. But you people calling the Lakers trash, you trash. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not paying attention close enough. I know the other team has anyone any given time. There's a lot of young talent on the Timberwolves, even without Karl Anthony Towns. You have Anthony Edwards. You have Mike Conley. The Timberwolves are a good, great young team. LeBron is greatness, and this man right here is greatness. The stick with cookie, James. Cookie, James. If you're losing hope in goalkeeper LeBron James, and you're feeling sad, he's never ever gonna make it again. Yep, all right. Here, keep the energy coming. It's what I'm for. We're gonna whip the ass. Such a great player, a great family man, a great citizen, great everything. I don't know what he's done wrong to make people hate GOAT King LeBron James. I have no idea. With all the social media out there, GOAT King LeBron has had no scandal come out. This guy is the GOAT as far as conducting himself in the age of social media. Can you imagine all the scandals of Jordan? You know, the dealing with the mob. He was dealing with the mob. That sure would have come out in the age of social media. All the gambling that's incurred. It would spread like wildfire if it came here in the time of social media. There's no doubt about it would. Someone would have something to sell. The TMZ, all the cheating of Michael Jordan, all the sleeping with 40, 50, 100 women out there, the soap opera gossip and social media combined. Cokie LeBron James has had no scandal come out on him in this kind of environment that he came up with. Uh, if we do play stuff against the Mavericks, the um, I remember Austin Reeves. His game-winning shot against the Dallas Mavericks. It was his first year in the league. He shot 5 of 6 in that game. He had that game-winning shot at Dallas, and he got mobbed by his teammates his rookie year. First year, Russell Westbrook. He went 5 of 6. Was it 5 of 6 3-point shooting? Was it 5 of 6 field goals? I knew he went 5 of 6 that game. I imagine we're gonna see Austin Reeves cook up the Mavericks if we face up against the Mavericks in the playoffs or in the play-in. So Lakers will be 10 games up. The loser Phoenix Suns are 8 games out. Wonder when Devin Booker comes back. The loser Suns have got some tough games. I have no idea. I don't know if Westbrook will be out before the end of the regular season. Um, they'll try to get him back for the playoffs. Russell Westbrook. Timberwolves, Pelicans, Clippers, and Kings and Timberwolves close out the year. Suns have to face off against the Cavs April 3rd. The loser Suns get another game against the Nuggets. I think loser Suns can lose against the Nuggets. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Can't loser Suns lose against the Nuggets? CWE guy, ain't nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Hope everything is okay with them. Hope everything's okay. All this garbage out there. Oh, man, they can barely beat the Timberwolves without Carl Anthony Towns. Oh, my God. These guys, man, they don't get it, man. I ain't ever supposed to be a 10-point victory. The Lakers don't have a best perimeter defender out there. Of course, a struggle is going to happen. Of course. Now, if loser Suns are based up against the Lakers, I know CWE's going to be back there. I know. I know he will. Loser, Phoenix Suns going. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I can't. I can't. I have a hard time believing the Kings beat the Lakers uh, 3 times. But the Kings are a very interesting code. If the Kings were to beat Milwaukee, it'd be win number 37 like Milwaukee. They could get win number 30, number 39 against New York. I know the Kings are a fine team, but every single trash ass goat king the bond hating bum out there is going to be saying the Kings are going to whip the ass of the Lakers. Every single one out there is going to say goat king LeBron James is getting the can of whip ass from Sacramento on the play-in. I tell you, Kings will probably win all 4 games, and we're going to beat the Sacramento Kings in the play-in competition. Can that happen? Oh, if the Pelicans and the loser, I suppose the Sacramento Kings. The Kings really can only be as high as 5. The Kings will probably be in this play-in. When is Devin Booker coming back? I mean, you know, Booker, my guy on the loser Phoenix Suns, but Booker is just looking like shit when he starts running his mouth and shit comes out of his mouth, and he gets his ass raped, and he gets a big beatdown by Big Daddy, losing by 50 points, elimination game. I mean, this guy just has to just. Booker is probable for the start of the loser Phoenix Suns 4-game road trip. So it looks like Devin Booker is going to be back at Cleveland. If Booker does play, I'm going with the loser Phoenix Suns to win. I'm so sick and tired of this crap. This stuff is scripted crap. It is just scripted for the Timberwolves to look all high and mighty and powerful. Oh, Lakers struggling without the cat man. I mean, it's a bunch of garbage is what it is. Well, who are you fooling? You ain't fooling nobody. This is all I have to say. You ain't fooling nobody. It is the wild, wild west. It's not the 1800s, but it still is the wild, wild west. Many possibilities, many permutations, many combinations. It's just so they can kind of make it kind of look like, oh, Lakers are barely struggling without the cat man. How are they gonna handle this team and all that? Oh my God. Then I try and be like 10 point and my 1 point. Like, use your mind. You use your brain right there. They're winning by 10 points, and it's now Lakers winning by 1 point. Exactly right. Coming across as being loud, hot air, setting sharp. I'm not yelling, I'm only talking. I'm talking. I'm Italiano. And this shit driving me quick. Because I don't know what the hell, maybe we know what the hell's going on. Because we do get 18 wins in the postseason. So bring on the hype flip. I'm ready for the hype flip. I'm excited for this moment. I'm excited to be doubted. I'm excited for this. I hope for some fourth quarter magic. The Magic Obama Star Championship. Come back. And it's entertaining. Oh, Mighty Timberwolves. No Catman. Winter came back. They would have lost if Catman played. You're wondering what the hell am I talking about saying Catman, but Carl Anthony Towns, Catman is what I'm referring to. Is what I'm referring to. Darvin Ham really trusting the young guns. Tyrion Prince has made some good cuts to the basket, passing up on the three-pointer, just taking the easy basket. The one thing that drives me absolutely nuts is seeing NBA players, they pass up the layup and they brick a wide-open three-pointer. Now, this crap is garbage. Just take the fucking 2 points. It's still a field goal. It's still a field goal. Why are you passing up on a wide-open layup? D-Russ has got to be... He's got to continue his form. He played with the Timberwolves, remember? So D-Russ got to beat him, just like he beat the Warriors last year in the conference semifinals. He beat the Timberwolves in the play. His name is Goki Hubutu. His name is Goki Hubutu. I still got some left. I'll enjoy this for Arsenal and Porto for the Champions League. Biggest seed of 13, Kobe 13th pick debut against the Timberwolves. That makes a lot of sense. It does. I gotta give a very big shout out to Off the Hees for just taking a lot of excitement in Goalkeeper Bond prophecy. That just having the right perspective, brother. Like you really took it the cool way last year. Even though it ended in failure, it still was very impressive that we were in the championship when we're 2-10, like I've said, and we came all the way to the conference finals, and we're putting all together for the magical title for the first title since Disney World, and it's not easy to stick with the process, to trust the process. The Mamba mentality is a rare breed, but you've got Mamba running in your veins. You're ice cold, brother. You ice cold. We know Kobe didn't dice. He go King the Bonfeld to win the championship with the Lakers in front of the fans in the stands. I try to make it easy. First title's got to be magical for the first title since at Disney World. I try. I do. I try to make it easy. But here we are. You and I will surely reap the benefits. Oh, yeah. You told me you don't bet, but I'm a straight baller. And the reason why the Lakers are 15-1 to win the conference is because Go King the Bond fans, their soul was broken on May 22nd. Whereas I was like, wow, damn disappointment, but this is not how it fucking ends. it'll be a long ass, fucking annoying ass wait. But we gotta stick with it. We're gonna reap the benefits when we reach the ultimate, once we reach the course of time. It's got to be a sick ritual if the Timberwolves win the game because everyone was piling the money on the game. The Timberwolves opened as -1, and Lakers were -200 money line. So hopefully, you don't see any Satanism this game. Obviously, if the Lakers lose and the game was sold, they don't suck. They just sold the game. If the Lakers lose tonight, then it's because all these people betting on the Lakers, they don't want them to put a future on the Lakers. So you and I won't be manipulated. We know exactly what's happening. If they win, great. If they lose, there's a reason why. They want you to lose on the game so you don't place on the future. This is a day-to-day battle between the bookie and the bettor and the NBA collaborates with Las Vegas. They set the script. They know who's winning. They know the players are in on it. These inane scoring runs. Always the big scoring runs are started by the retarded turnovers. This is how you know it's hot garbage. I don't have to try on the game in the regular season because I'm full member mode. I'm full playoff mode. It's regular season. It's nothing for me. I can watch the team. I've watched them during the first half through the play-in, or not the play-in, but the NBA Cup in January. But for me, I'll get back at it in February. I mean, not February, but the playoffs. There's nothing much else to play for. I feel that the Lakers are going to be stuck in the play-in. And Adam Silver will see massive ratings for people hoping to see Goat King LeBron fail. So we will see a comeback. Weren't the Lakers down by 15 points against the Timberwolves and came back last year? I believe it did happen. Can we see something similar happen? Yes. Because these are the golden moments that the same. We are witness. We are witness greatness. Well, the last game of the season, they could be sitting starters because it's already over. There's nothing left to play for. They could rest players for that game at New Orleans. If the Lakers are not playing, the only thing to play for would be for home court. If the number 6 seed is wrapped up, the only thing we left to play for maybe would be home court, but that'd be a game where the Lakers could sit out the starters. I mean, people are freaking out, but it's scripted. Same exact bullshit happened last year. And they still made it to the conference finals. They were still whipping the ass of the Denver Nuggets. Should I provide the screenshots right now with the Lakers scores against the Nuggets, or should I wait till the playoff? I argue they rigged games for the Nuggets. Yeah, rig these games for the Nuggets. What are the odds they could lose 9 straight games against the Nuggets when you practically tied in the fourth quarter? You up by 10 points. I'll provide the proof. I can do it tonight. I'll just save the screenshots for the conference finals video when Mr. Mini Donald Trump, Mike Malone, the most annoying motherfucker on planet Earth, the biggest sorry-ass little bitch. This motherfucker, he had to make it about Goat King LeBron instead of the accomplishments of his players. He's the most pathetic son of a bitch I've ever seen. His little comments on Goat King LeBron, like, Why even mention his name? Like, why not mention the Nuggets? Like, he's crying about the media and Goat Bond, but his big fat mouth won't shut up about Goat Bond even after his team wins the title. Like, Mike Malone is a fucking ass clown. He's such a hypocrite. It's a double standard. Like, oh, media is focusing too much on the Lakers, but you keep on bringing up Goat LeBron James, so you are part of the media talking about Goat LeBron because you keep talking about Goat LeBron even after you won the championship. Why even mention this thing? The only thing that should be talked about was the Denver Nuggets because they are the NBA champions. And Mike Malone's a sorry-ass motherfucker. This is a loser talk. This guy's a joke. He's crying about the media talking too much about the Lakers, but he won't shut the fuck up about Goat LeBron lives rent-free in his head. Well, why even mention Goat LeBron after the Nuggets beat the Lakers? You would want the media to focus on the Nuggets. So don't mention Goat LeBron. This is my problem with this bum Mike Malone. No one will remember such a meaningless championship. People will remember Goat LeBron beating the Celtics in East Coast and West Coast and Boston and LA and the most historic championships. So that Mike Malone is very close to being sunk down the abyss in irrelevancy because people can remember Goat LeBron winning at the Mecca basketball, tied Michael and Kareem. They can remember the Lakers coming back against the Celtics. There's nothing memorable about the Nuggets beating the Heat. Jokic is a great player. He plays a lot like Goat LeBron James. He passes and involves the teammates like Goat LeBron James. So I do like Jokic a lot because he's very similar to Goat LeBron James. I do like that Joker. But I don't like Mike Malone. But I believe Jokic can involve teammates better than Stephen Curry. Jokic is one with less talent. So for me, Goat LeBron's the best player in the league. Jokic is number 2. Steph is the GOAT shooter, but he's nowhere near being a GOAT player or a GOAT player in the clutch. But he's the best shooter. I'll give him that. GOAT LeBron James didn't ruin basketball. Stephen Curry did. The thing about Steph is that, you know, he's great at what he does. And people want to emulate greatness. But what I have a problem with Stephen Curry is that he is not speaking enough to the youth of this country to tell them that you can't just be chucking deep three-pointers. Stephen Curry makes drives to the basket. He does. You got to have a driving game, the free throw game. I don't think I've heard enough about Stephen Curry to tell the youth that you've got to work on the other aspects of the game rather than just chucking three-point shots. I haven't heard enough from Stephen Curry about that. He's got to be an ambassador to the game with his influence. He's got to tell these guys that when you're trying to lock down the three-point line, you got to be a good driver. You got to have mid-range game. He's got to do more to tell the youth that you can't be as an ambassador, what he has to do as an ambassador is going to help the game in the future. That these guys, when they're trying to flood the three-point line, they're going to drive to the paint or settle and hit the mid-range. So Stephen Curry has failed in that regard. He's not really an ambassador. He's no Magic Johnson. Now, I didn't do that on purpose, but you see what I did there. And Magic Johnson is an ambassador. No one's surprised we beat the Timberwolves. Yeah, I see Camacho and I see it 11-2 Lakers. The LA Lakers is under 12, 11-2 Lakers over the Wolves. Off the East, was it you that said, oh, we can see Lakers and Cavs? Like, get it in your head. It is not happening. Goat LeBron James is immortalized. The Celtics whipped the ass of these guys. They had to sell the game. You can't fall for the manipulation. You cannot fall for the bait. The Cavs are going nowhere. Let's not forget they lost to the New York Knicks in 5 games and they were a favorite. Cleveland's a losing sports city. It would, for GOAT, LeBron hating bums, would delegitimize the accomplishments of GOAT. Now, it would not delegitimize the accomplishments of GOAT LeBron James, but if the Cavs make it to the finals, they certainly would delegitimize. They would try to delegitimize GOAT LeBron. So you cannot have. And the Knicks are garbage. Did you see that game today? It was 70-60. These two teams, it was 70-61 midway through the fourth quarter. The Knicks are hot garbage. Nobody can tell me the New York Knicks are making the finals this year. That was trash. How can it be 70-61 in such an offensive era midway through more than midway through the fourth quarter? That was trash. Boston Celtics are where it is. They want different teams in there. This is a new era. Milwaukee Bucks will be in there next year. Next year. One of my best Screaming A. Smith lines was Anthony Davis, 0 points, man. That was funny. Stephen A. Smith is a character. He's good at what he does. He's not an analyst. He's not a sports analyst, but he's an entertainer. I just listen for the entertainment. He's not an analyst, people. He's not a guy with knowledge. He's an entertainer. But the Anthony Davis, 0. Anthony Davis, that's trash. Wow, that's funny. Look at that.
0. Anthony Davis, that's trash. 0.
Really? Good.
0. Anthony Davis, that's trash. 0. Really?
You think I'd be too loud? I got family in New Jersey. And this guy right there is from New York. So here we go. We're going to go kill a bunch of. We were not losing this game. Now go kill the bunches. Go kill the bunches. All these faggots out there crying, hiding in the basement. They'll be back in April, May. They'll be talking a lot of shit, all that. But us real ass OG motherfuckers, we've been here through the whole battle, the whole grind all season long. I'd be like, don't you all believe in the... I mean, if you're a player on the Lakers, see these people just start jumping on the wagon, you'd be like, you tired us all season long. That's the Mamba mentality right there. Like, you should just believe with us. We were the team that won the NBA Cup. We blitzed these guys and do or die must-win games. There were 3 of them in the quarterfinals, in the semifinal, and the final. There's no doubt that these guys are absolutely ready for elimination ball. There's a lot on the line, a bonus, all that, especially for the young bucks on this roster who don't make the money, but they doubled their salary, or maybe 20% tack on to their year-end earnings by winning the play-in. Why do people hate this man? By the way, I don't know if you guys are, I don't know what age you guys are, but when he went to Miami, it was like not 1, not 2, not 3, all the way to 9. That had to be an act. It was that. Not one, not how many rings are you winning in Miami? This was before Donald Trump got elected. We were already an idiocracy long before Donald Trump got elected. People really thought the Heat would be 80-2. I remember the comments on ESPN, 2010. People really did think the Heat would go 80-2. I'm not kidding. They did. There's no way it's going to happen that way. I mean, 80-2? It was no way they were going to go 80-2 with Wade and Bosh and Goki LeBron James. They were not used to playing with each other. Bosh had to fill a different niche. To do the dirty work, you know what I'm saying? Right? Here we are. People thought they would be 80-2. Am I remembering correctly? Miami Heat's first game with Goki LeBron came against the Celtics. I think my memory is correct. I don't know. Let me go back to the 2010. What a time that was to be alive. See Goki LeBron James in his prime. Oh my God. I got the DVD of Goki LeBron James. I'd be like, Goki LeBron James. My brother was a Celtics fan. He was hating on Goki LeBron James. I'd be like, God. I wasn't like Goki LeBron. I started Goki LeBron after the Lakers missed the playoffs, and I was like, his name is Goki LeBron James. You can shove it up your ass, motherfucker, because Goki LeBron James is 198, and God had me call him Goki LeBron James because he was never supposed to win the championship last year. He is supposed to win the championship when he wins his 198th playoff game. And Goki LeBron James happens to equal 198 and come up to you, so you can shut that up, you putthole. Yeah, it was against Boston. It was. Wow! How did the Heat only score 9 points in the first quarter of Goki LeBron's first game with the Miami Heat? That is crazy. How did they only score 9 points in the first quarter with Goki LeBron James at Boston, the first game of Goki LeBron James in a Miami Heat uniform? I believe the Lakers version of Goki LeBron James is the greatest version of Goki LeBron James I've seen to this day. Because he can't rely on prime athleticism. He had to modify his game. So for me, Lakers Goki LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen. Because he had to do better from the perimeter. He had to play more of a point guard role. You can't when you try to stop passing lanes, it opens goalkeeper LeBron James into the paint. Because of that motherfucker Adam Silver and Kevin Durant. You guys scripted it to where goalkeeper LeBron would not have 8 rings. Because he would certainly get to 8. Well, you saw prime goalkeeper LeBron James from 2015 to 2018. I mean, this guy could only be stopped because an already great championship core had to cry for Kevin Durant. This is just effeminate nonsense that this guy had to cry for Kevin Durant. The Warriors are obviously not great champions because they built too many big leads this year. They're just a team of bums. The Warriors are done. It didn't end when they signed Chris Paul. It ended when goalkeeper LeBron broke them in the playoffs. Stephen Curry's a little beta bitch. He needed another black man, a full-blooded black man, to save his ass from getting bullied by goalkeeper LeBron James. As black as it gets. I don't see any swag on Stephen Curry's part. That's just a beta move to cry for Kevin Durant. He's a joke. I take Magic Johnson over that bum over there. I mean, people thought that said a lot about Kevin Durant that he joined the Warriors, but it easily says a lot about the existing Warriors core that they'd be okay with that instead of trying to seek and destroy Kevin Durant. No wonder why a team of faggots like that lost in 6 games against goalkeeper LeBron James. There was no Kevin Love. There was no Kyrie Irving. That's the only reason why you beat goalkeeper LeBron James. Oh, Warriors. They could have been competitive. Try to prove something that we can beat goalkeeper LeBron James when he's at full strength, when our team is at full strength. I mean, that team sucks. That team is a joke. No wonder why Adam Silver had the little bum Stephen Curry up against the Mavs instead of a loser Phoenix Suns, because he's a joke competitor and he's a fraud. He's only a great shooter in the regular season. He got bailed out by all these guys. Curry's a clown who could have told Adam Silver, sit your ass down. I ain't getting no Stephen Curry on my team. He's a joke, too. People are going to ride my ass like there's no tomorrow if they're in the conference finals and the finals. I guarantee you that. Not because I want to. I just hope people kind of click into the knowledge. Click into what I'm trying to say about Disney World, about a magical title to Todd Magic Johnson. Magical Mamba style comebacks. You don't have magical comebacks without the Mamba style ferocity to come back. This is just retarded to say it's not about ratings. What the fuck do you mean it's not about ratings? Jokic clearly catered to Europeans. The fuck are you on, Nate? I mean, no disrespect. I mean, what the fuck are you on? No, I'm not going to watch my mouth. It is about ratings. Jokic catered to international European viewers. NBA said, okay, we made it interesting for Europeans. This year will cater to both domestic and international markets. International viewers know about the history of the Celtics and the Lakers. Zach, it's about international ratings last year, mate. People knew about Jokic before he came to the NBA because he played in the EuroLeague. Europeans were more interested in watching the finals last year. I don't have to watch my mouth. I'll say what I fucking want to, mate. This is my stream. It is about the ratings. Oh, yeah, it is about ratings for international. These people who watch international, these people from Europe and China, they know about the history of the Celtics and the Lakers. They do. They'll be easily interested knowing that the winner would have the ultimate bragging rights as far as championships goes. Absolutely. This is Adam Silver's league. NBA was seen as being predictable with David Stern. Adam Silver has changed that with 5 different champions in the last 5 years. Adam Silver has changed the way that people look at the NBA. Adam Silver has made it look as if there is more of an uncertainty of predicting the outcome. This is what Adam Silver has done ever since he took over. I don't know why you're being a troll, honestly. Really? You start talking for the Lakers and now you start running. You have poop coming out of your mouth talking shit. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? Cam the fuck up, bitch. You said you cam the fuck up. Where the hell are you? I haven't seen you come nowhere. Get the fuck out of here, faggot. Honestly. I make a good point about international viewers last year. I make a great point about the NBA inciting fan interest as far as not having any repeats or three-peats. You better watch your fucking keyboard. Exactly. He was talking 49ers all for the Super Bowl. I don't know where he's coming with this garbage. He was. Niners. Niners beat the Chiefs. Niners beat the Chiefs. I mean, I covered that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. But most of my poll had the 49ers win the Super Bowl. It was 50-50. Every single game, the Chiefs were in the playoffs with the exception of the game against the Dolphins. That's just shit coming out of his keyboard. Nobody's printing a script like I am. Nobody gives a fuck about Stephen Curry. No one gives a fuck about the Bucks. The only thing people give a damn flying fuck about is how Loki LeBron's career is going to end. That's the only thing they care about. You're the GOAT of predicting basketball when you know the GOAT's going to get 6 rings. That's the only thing people give a damn about. People are so obsessed with comparing GOAT LeBron to Michael Jordan. All this other bull crap, the irrelevant Denver Nuggets, that don't mean shit. The only thing that means worth a damn is how GOAT LeBron's career is going to end. This is why all these people are a bunch of sorry-ass motherfuckers. They don't mean a damn. People hate GOAT LeBron James every single day. They want to see him fail. But it's called reverse karma. It's reverse psychology. GOAT LeBron hating bums are gleeing in the fact that he hasn't won the championship in the last few years. But we are reaching the territory where GOAT King LeBron James is about to become the undisputed GOAT. This is why Kobe sacrificed himself. Kobe died because of his ego. We are about to see it come into real life. He died because of ego. It's clear he died because of ego. GOAT King LeBron has always been far greater than Kobe Bryant. He would never shoot 6 for 24 in a game 7. GOAT King LeBron has more basketball IQ than Mr. Ragin. Let's win the game in my hands, Mr. Mama. But Michael Jordan doesn't keep on shooting when he's having a bad night. He contributes on defensive end. He sets screens. He makes steals. That's basically what Phil Jackson said was the Achilles heel of Kobe Bryant. I've not seen one person predict on YouTube that GOAT King LeBron James gonna tie Michael Jordan his 23rd season. All you loser ass trolls mean nothing. You're completely irrelevant. To the point, to insolvency. Wow, GOAT King LeBron James won a 5th ring. I thought he was done. Wow. But we predicted it. It's happening. Just like I broken down the game last night. Who the hell is decoding all these events out there like I am? Nobody. Nobody worth a damn out there. That's GOAT dedication. That's GOAT Mamba style mentality right there. You gotta be the GOAT to know when you see who's the GOAT. GOAT, get my buttons! GOAT, get the buttons! He hates Boston Bears. He hates the Celtics. He said he hates the Celtics. This is the problem with Zach James. He's just choosing to be a faggot ass motherfucker. Like, aren't we all on the same team, the same mission? It's like, what the hell is he doing? Being toxic. There's no such thing as a Gamache community. There is no such fucking thing. There are so many toxic people out there with different agendas. There's no community. There's only a few individuals that choose to make a community, like Isaac, for example. We all in this together. Isaac is community. Off the Heezy is community. God damn it, I forgot his YouTube username. I know what I'm talking. I know his name. He's here all the time. Even when he gets disappointed, he's like, here is a dedication, GOAT King LeBron James. Leo just likes to troll me. I don't know if he really is picking the Lakers or not. He keeps always likes to say loser Phoenix Suns are wet. He chooses to troll. He knows how to work my engines. The loser Phoenix Suns. Kobe hated the Suns too. Got in on it quickly before they reduced the price, brother. That's all I have to say. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It warms my heart. I don't take no Patreon over here. I take risks. I do. I don't fear failure. I don't fear death. And I don't fear death. I'm as cold-blooded as it gets. So thank you, Isaac. It warms my heart so much. But thank you, even in advance. If it doesn't happen, if it does, Mamma Mia, thank you. If it does, wonderful. If it not, still, thank you with all the bottom of my heart, Isaac. Thank you. We know what this team can do. It's great to see other people like Evan come in. Shout out to Evan. Um, the momentum is coming. Obviously, the team last year in the second half, the excuse was that they didn't play great teams. They've beaten the Bucks, they've beaten the Clippers, they've beaten the Thunder, and they've beaten the Timberwolves. So obviously, this is a far different uh, as far as the standard of victories go after the All Star break. We know we've gotten better this year. There's no doubt about it. There's no red to BS like last year with the garbage ass Miami Heat who lost against the Wizards. Obviously, the Celtics have to try to fail, but the Celtics they're gonna get up next. Sacramento Kings. I gotta tell you guys, I may pick Sacramento that game because I do see a narrative of the Lakers going 4-0 against the Kings and beating them in the play-in. So I mean, I'm not the only one that deals with this, but the Lakers and go to the LeBron James people go, every time they lose a fucking game. Oh my God, what happened? Season over. Every game they say that. Every single game. Every single game they say the season is over. That's why I may go to Sacramento. I just love to see Goalkeeper LeBron hating bum suffocate. Oh, Sacramento Kings 4-0. Kings beat Goalkeeper bum in the play-in. All you faggot ass motherfuckers out there, you can kiss my ass. I'll give you your fucking Sacramento Kings win on Wednesday, motherfucker. We whipping your ass in the play-in, bitch. I was at the bar when I saw the Lakers beat the Kings. I don't give a damn if it's last year. Your scrub back team is not better than my team. I mean, yeah, we'll beat the Warriors and we'll beat that sorry-ass motherfucker, Stephen Curry. The Warriors don't really play. They've blown too many good big lead this year. Warriors suck. Kobe is right about the Warriors. They're a bunch of bandwagons. So, yeah, we're going to see that Kobe factor come into play if we do play against the Warriors. They're a bunch of bandwagons. I'm not a bandwagon Laker fan. I'm a real Laker fan. Even if I only be a Laker fan from go to the bottom playing with them. We whip their ass. Yeah! Whip their ass. Fuck them. Fuck the haters. Warriors are bums. They only cried for Kevin Durant to be go to LeBron James. That's the definition of a bum team. Absolutely. I do like that sea salt and vinegar. I'm a go to LeBron fan. So Cavs, Heat, then Cavs, and then Lakers. I have them in at 8, but it depends on where the Nuggets fall because the Lakers got to face off against the Nuggets in the conference finals in my view. So for me, it all depends on where the Nuggets finish. So this means that the Thunder have got an opportunity to uh, uh, finish well and be the number one seed, the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, Thunder get the Pacers at home, then the Mavericks. I mean, the Thunder. Timberwolves are tied with the Nuggets. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. I think we play Tuesday or Wednesday. So let's see. If Lakers beat the Kings, then they'll probably lose against the Warriors. 31st loss against Curry. I mean, that's a pretty rational conclusion. Obviously, if the Lakers were to be stuck at number 9 and they beat the Warriors every time, then yeah, that you can't really have that. So the Warriors, well, they've lost 2 straight games, obviously. So the thing about the Warriors is if they beat the Spurs and they lose against the Mavericks, let's say, for example, they could be going for their 18th win against the West against the Lakers on Saturday. I can easily see the Warriors winning on Saturday. But it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. There's nothing much to play for. I feel. I mean, Lakers have 24 wins in the conference. Kings is going up to 24. I tell you, this Western Conference is very lots of parity, lots of parity. Pelicans are playing very well. Loser Phoenix doesn't play very well. Sacramento Kings play very well. I think the weakest team out there is the Dallas Mavericks. They can kind of let off at any given time. Loser Suns are a joke. I think loser sons are a joke. That if they actually tried, loser sons could be number one seed. But they're scared of the Lakers. Nuggets are not scared of the Lakers. Clippers are scared of the Lakers. The Warriors are scared of the Lakers. The Kings will lose against the Lakers. I don't know if they're scared about the Lakers. Timberwolves are scared of the Lakers. This was a revenge game. They ruined his birthday, his 39th birthday. So I feel that they've absolutely uh, did the business well. We are in the play-in. You're going to have to accept it sooner rather than later. This is a wild west. It is a long and hard, grueling grind to the championship. 14 wins it would take in the playoffs to conquer the Western Conference. So you think they'll lose as a 7 and win against the winner of the 9 and 10? When do these standings update? Dream big if you're a Laker. Everything happens for a reason. I actually have the Kings losing against the Lakers. Has nothing to do with home or away. Just has everything to do with the possible narration of the Lakers defeating the Sacramento Kings. What if the Lakers get revenge against the Kings to end their season? What if they're just going to have to end the Kings season and serve them a can of whip ass? What if they'll win 4 meaningless regular season games but lose in the play-in? If the Lakers lose against the Kings, they'd be going for a 32nd loss against the Warriors. The Hawks come out to 32. Also, Phillies come out to 37. What if they enter at 37 against 76ers? I won't be surprised to see a little hiccup along the way. Phillies 37, Sacramento 37. That's what's playing out. These are all meaningless games. Season will begin when the play-in begins. I am sure it will. I'm sure it will. Nailed both games today. Nailed the prior game, the Celtics. We got both games today. Probably come out with another video on the next NBA game of the day. Don't be surprised if I come out with that too. No Vandalorean. This team's a joke. Timberwolves are a joke. Way to go. Anti-election. Way to go. We'll be ready. We don't care about the Sacramento Kings game. Anthony Davis don't care about that game. He simply doesn't. He said it was meaningless what see the Lakers get. I will believe Anthony Davis. I believe AD. I believe Anthony Davis. We'll get it done. We will. Wonder when we hear about Gabe Vincent. When are we going to hear about Gabe Vincent? Wonder how many wins it'll take for Gabe Vincent to win the championship. The coaching decision obviously make it even more interesting. Obviously, he did get called the time that he returned to the Lakers. Yeah, it's 9.4 points per game. Celtics fought a 9-4. Now that is resonating very well. Now they're starting to sound very familiar. Gabe is a 18-9 life path numerology. Born in year of the rat, Goki LeBron last title in the year of the rat. Gabe Vincent will be 1-2 in the NBA Finals, winning with GOAT King James. 40th playoff win with the Lakers. Well, if Gabe Vincent wins 2 play-in games, and that's 42 postseason games. Tyrion Prince joins the King. The King and this Prince. I mean, come on now. Come on now. The propaganda. The Prince joining the King. Come on. Let's get in. Let's get in. And we go. Have a good night. Here we go. We'll be ready when April comes. We'll be ready mid-late April. Season really don't begin until over a month from now. Over a month from now. Season does not begin until they play in tournament. It will come down to being cold-blooded. This is what LeBron James about to do right here. He's about to become cold-blooded. And I know who's a bandwagoner and who's not a bandwagoner, and who's an alpha and who's a beta and who's not alpha, who's not a beta. I know who is which. Be prepared for that. When the Lakers win every round, people are going to come out of the closet. That's just how it's going to be. They don't want to tune into a grandmaster, gematria, numerologist. They just want to remain scared until numerology, gematria completely takes over, as it has done so far after tonight in the wins over the Bucks and the Thunder, in the Celtics, without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, as against the Golden State Warriors and against the LA Clippers. We're already starting to see the championship team. Just got to have Gabe and Vandalorean come back. Be ready for the full grind.